What's up guys, it's Mitch Muller with MindsetFitness.net. I'm here today with my twin brother, Matt Muller.
What's up guys?
And this is Muscle Camp.
My name is Mario Lopez, 8-year veteran from the United States Air Force, currently working in a warehouse for a parts company. Just wanting to build muscle. I've been working on it for years and I make small gains here and there and just trying to see if I can find some stuff that actually helps stick, and that's what I'm hoping to accomplish here today. I actually found Mitch on Instagram, started following him, liked everything that I was seeing from him, and hit it off from there. And I've just been picking his brain. Everything I can go and learn from him, I try and apply, whether it's diet or what I can do in the gym. And again, I'm hoping to go and take some more away from today and be able to take it home and apply it on my own.
Good work, buddy. Good work. We're here today in Phoenix, Arizona, our hometown, to get this first muscle camp in. The goal of today, the goal of this first workout, is to allow the mind-muscle connection to set in for building muscle. This is one of the number one keys to building muscle that I say 99% of the people in the gym have no idea how to do. So what we're doing right now is taking people through a little bit more of a mind-muscle contraction phase for their back and their legs. The position is between my front arm and my back leg. This knee, what most people do when they do dumbbell rows, they're here. They put their weight here and their weight's in this leg, all of it. What happens is when they come up here, their spine twists. And they're not ended up in a locked out position. So I'm here, this leg, there's almost no weight on it. Like I could probably pick it up if I wanted. So now my weight is balanced between this leg and this arm. So now all I'm doing is pulling through and back. Now my lower lat is being completely contracted. So instead of coming down, people think on this, pretty much on any exercise, up, down. I'm doing a row, so I'm here, I'm going up and I'm going down. I want you to think back and forward. So it's more about where the path of the joint is. So when I'm here, where my elbow and my shoulder, back, get a full squeeze, down and forward. I'll grab right-handed.
No. You're not? No. The right side looks a lot stronger than the left.
Tip. And that arm. Balance between them. That looks a lot better. All right, the goal of this second exercise is to put your lats in their completely stretched position. A lot of people think wide grip, wide lats. It's the exact opposite of that. Think of where your lats are stretched out. Are they more stretched here or here? All the way above your head, they're going to be completely stretched out. So when you have a narrow grip here, of course you're bringing in your biceps slightly, but we want to contract the lats right down here. You can see him popping out before he even moves. So we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff here in a minute, but he's going to contract his lats, lean back slightly, and then pull through. Contract, 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 contract. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And as he stretches, you see how he moves forward? He's making it more difficult on himself by allowing that tension to stay in his lats. Remember, we want maximal stretch, constant tension the entire time. So down, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And that's up slowly. There you go. You get the stretch him out. Hey, on set number 3, I want you guys full fatigue. Everything you got left in the tank, all right? I want to point out with seated rows, it's the same thing as the dumbbell rows, is that most people will drop their chest. So come all the way down. See that, where his chest caved in? They do that in an attempt to stretch out their back. Whereas if you look at stretch all the way up, like a normal. So stretch all the way down and stretch out your lats without dropping your chest. Right there, his chest is still tall, keep it up tall. But he's allowing the lats back here to completely stretch out. And you can see the angle of it at where he's at his hips is slightly forward. If you move slightly forward and back, it's not going to make so much of a big deal. But I like manipulating it just like the last one we did. So Matt, I want you to stay there as you pull in. Now he's making the lats work all the way down here. One thing that you can remember is like, if your spine is a steel rod going right into the ground, you are wrapping around that. It's not really like going forward and back. I want you to think about wrapping around it. Elbows come back. You can almost treat your hands like hooks. You see how Matt's thumbs aren't even doing anything? They're just chilling right there. The reason why that is, his forearms right now don't even exist. Elbows, back, and around your spine. And you get the full squeeze of your back. And we'll be going through a little bit of these cues as we're going through one at a time. Feel solid in there. Right, just fall. Bam, right there. Back. Elbows trying to hold the line. Just up the middle of the line. On the lat. Yeah, feel all the way down here. Pull your elbow straight back. Upper muscles over back. Lead with those elbows almost like you're trying to tear that thing apart. Bam. Before you guys' next set, actually for the last 2 sets, we're going to add something in called NeuroMuscular Shaping, which is basically allowing in between every single set to maintain your blood flow to that working muscle. It's a term that I came up with that allows me, people ask like, why are you doing like weird contractions and stuff in between every single set? Instead of talking to your friends or, you know, getting a drink or just kind of like, you know, being off somewhere else in between every single set, you now have something to do in between every single set. So for the back, what we want to do, I will sit there in between every single set, come down here, contract my lats first. So I'm shoving my arms down, creating tension in my lats, and I'm pulling through, squeezing as hard as I possibly can, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, bam, release. It's just a positive. There's obviously no resistance on the negatives. You're not getting anything out of that. You're just squeezing it as hard as you can. I want you to do 4 reps on that between every single set that you do. As soon as you finish up your set, bam, here, squeeze all the way through. You can get your traps, get your entire back contracted. This is like hard. I want you to squeeze your back as hard as you possibly can.
All the way through. Oh my god, I know. It's like, really? Yeah. Your chest out.
We're moving on into some squats. I'm going to add a little bit of legs in here today. Now the purpose of this one, of course, is we're going to add in that neuromuscular shaping, the mind-muscle connection of what you're doing on your squat. So what I want you to be able to feel is what your hips are doing, what all your major muscle groups are doing in this squat. Where it's not just quad dominant, it's not just glute dominant. We're going to make sure your form is on point. And of course, in between every single set, we have you guys add some regular neuromuscular shaping in there with your own body weight. So I'm going to have Matt demonstrate what we're doing here, just on the Smith machine for now. All right. So the first thing that he's going to do is drop his hips down just a little bit and sit into the squat. So his weight is balanced over his feet. Instead of him thinking up and down, on this one he is shoving into the ground, pushing the ground away from him. Create tension, glutes, come out, hamstrings, create as hard as you possibly can. Now, allow that tension to push up. Push harder, squeeze harder, squeeze harder, squeeze harder, squeeze harder. Going to be doing, Matt, I want you to come all the way down to the bottom. This is the same process. As he sits, contract the muscle as hard as you possibly can, push through. Does that make sense? So you contract first for a second as hard as you possibly can, and push through. So that tension never leaves the entire time.
Right about there, right back down. Perfect. Hands at the bottom. Squeeze nice and tight. Come on. Come on.
You guys ready? We're going to be doing some regular body weight squats. It's going to be a finisher for what we just did. Just a little bit more of an incentive to get your muscles to contract as hard as possible. What we did before, I want you to go ahead and sit all the way down, almost to where it's relaxed. I want you to be in a relaxed position too. If you need to like hold on to something, you can do that too. I want you to feel like you can sit all the way down somewhere comfortable. Usually the knees wider is better where it's at. So from that relaxed position, I want you to contract your muscles, shove your feet outwards, just enough to contract. So you're not going to come up, you're just going to contract. As hard as you possibly can, hard as you possibly can. Press it into the ground. Remember, you're anchored in, like your feet are cemented there. Back down to the ground, just relax. Just a couple seconds. I want you to push so hard into the ground, you come up about 3 inches. Shove into the ground, shove outwards. Squeeze, squeeze. Feet out. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Keep that tension in your quads.
Keep it everywhere. Think of where the tension's at. Hamstrings, glutes, quads. Back down to the bottom.
Looking good, guys, looking good. Get up. Now I want you to shove in the ground so hard that you go up about 6 inches. Squeeze as hard as you possibly can. Hard. Come on, this is gonna burn. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Come on. Shove out. Shove out. 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, release.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Good workout, guys.
What you said, I can't hear 'cause you ain't talking about